Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Clair Obscur. Last time we got our ass kicked from chromatic nevrons. So I decided to make a pit stop and come back to one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen. At least in a game. And I'm doing that because I was so busy looking at that sunset when we came here the first time that I forgot to pick this up. Nice. It is just a color of Lumina, but it is there. And I probably should have grabbed that a while ago. I just kept forgetting to come back and do so. But we have done that now, so I will meet you back at the next area that I missed something on. Also, remember, we have this option now. Go back to continent at any time. Okay, we are back, and if we open up the map here, this is right next to Old Lumiere, but I was going through my footage as I was editing, and I don't think we ever came to this island. I don't think there's any items here. The only thing here is a battle, but I figure we might as well miss and get it taken care of in case there are any items that are dropped from these guys. All right, let us see here. Let us go for... I'm assuming you're weak to ice. It definitely does a lot of damage. Oh, he's another one of those that switches stances. Let's hit you with that. And we will apply defenseless.
Watch out, Minoko. A storm is coming.
For some reason, I struggled to see that. I'm trying to also figure out why Urso is dead. Summons two ice orbs. That one was 100% audio because nope, that one was also audio and I was just bad. But yeah, I did not see anything coming with that first hit. I heard the sound effect and I parried.
Sorry, I failed.
Oh God. I completely whiffed on most of those. That's always a good way to start a recording session where I completely miss on everything and have absolutely no AP and can't do anything. Please die.
Let's cover path.
And you are supposed to be low on health, but you are not. Let us, since we have all this excess AP. Nope, I missed. Hey, I thought I hit that one. There we go. You are full of shields. You have the Picto that goes through shields. Paradigm shift it is. What should we do here? Let's do that. And Glaze Earthquakes it is. I didn't think I needed to see inside Minoko as an Evron, but apparently I did. All right, our weapon leveled up there to level 10, so there was a reason to come here. That's good. And we finished working on critical vulnerability, which I might just leave him with because, like I said, critical chance increase against enemies that have defenseless, and I have, I think, just you right now. Can't remember if Lune does or not. I could just check instead of wondering, but no, you do not. Okay, well that's fine. I think CL does though. All right, I think everyone is set at the moment. We have our lowest level characters with us. We grab that. Let us go astride Minoko, or on, not Minoko, Eskie. Those are two completely different characters. And if you look on the map here, we are going to head into the mist. These, when you break them, you don't get anything out of it, and they respawn every time you leave the map. one of the first things I did when I got the ability was I started destroying all of them, and then I went into an area and they were all back, and I was kind of sad.
No, no, no.
That one looks even bigger than all the other ones. That's not frightening much. Maybe we should go do the other one. Go over here instead. Yeah, the first one was the Visages. This one is Siren, which sounds a lot calmer. It looks like an ancient gladiatory tower of some sort. You know what? I don't want to do that one either. Let's abandon all of this, and I know Verso said it wasn't a good idea to go directly for the Paintress, but how bad could it possibly be? You can always go and hang out on this random little island here that for some reason has, I believe, an item. Did this one have an item? It has a merchant on it. Ah, it does have an item, or well, the journal.
Avril, 40th Expedition. Gigi and Edmund were leading. They were on a clean glide to the monolith when they flew into some sort of barrier and just gommaged away. Our gliders are useless without a way past the barrier. Bernard's going to explore on foot, see if there's an entrance. But in the meantime, we might as well make ourselves at home. I guess I'll try my hand at fishing. Assuming those sea Nevrons left any fish for us to eat. Rest in peace, Gigi and Edmund.
Sea Nevrons? Even the waters aren't safe. But yeah, they just flew into a barrier and gommaged away. This can only go well. There is absolutely nothing wrong with my plan, and you have 4 things. Pure outfit is, again, one of my favorite outfits, but I need money for things that actually affect combat, so we will hold off on all that. At least as long as I don't grammage anyway. If I grammage, then I guess it doesn't really matter.
This looks similar to Lumiere's shield dome. Maybe we can just cross it.
Yeah, sure. I'm telling you, we can't. Axon's first. It's okay. You'll be fine. You want to try again?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Well, that completely pops me every time. The facial expression that Luna has, plus the exasperation in her voice, is just, it's so well done. The comedic timing on a lot of the jokes in this game are just so well done. I can only imagine how many times they tried to, like in editing, to try and make certain lines line up properly, unless they just had everyone in like one booth doing all the lines together. I don't know enough about the process of voice recording for video games to know which one they would have done. But yeah, there is a missable cutscene there if you decide to not go and see what the Paintress is like without having to gone to break the barriers first and defeat the Axons. And of course, in my first playthrough, that is one of the first things I did. I started fighting a bunch of dudes, and I was like, huh, I wonder how close I can get to the Paintress before it just hits a roadblock or whatever. And then I hit that cutscene, and I broke out laughing, and yeah. Enough said with that. Let us actually do what I said I was going to do, and let's go to Visages. Cool.
So this is Visage Island.
He who guards truth with lies.
Are those faces?
An infinite sea of them.
That's not creepy much. Oddly enough, one of the things that I think about with the faces everywhere and the masks on the island from the world map is hexadecimal from the very early 3D animated show Reboot. I believe they're working on like remastering that right about now, which was interesting when I heard that they were working on it.
Here's the island singing.
This melody.
This is creeping me out.
Yeah, masks everywhere, kind of creepy. It's like dolls are kind of creepy and clowns are kind of creepy.
What's it doing?
It's not attacking.
Was that an invitation?
So it seems.
Feels like a trap.
I don't mind a straightforward path for once. Better than battling through a mountain of Nevrons.
No, Verso's right. Something feels off.
Oh, I'm harmless. You don't need those.
Well, if you're harmless, then these weapons will stay harmless too.
Touche. Well, Visage invites you to join him in his chamber at the end of this path. I assume that's why you're here.
Where do the other paths lead?
You're free to traverse them. Masks are not just to obscure. They may also illuminate. Look for the masks that you need.
Meaning?
The invitation stands.
Well, head straight to the Axon. Or take the other paths.
That's not intimidating much. So our options are... Let's see, was there an item over here? Am I misremembering? Thought there was something over here. Oh, so there's a path over there. There is the path indicated right here. There is a merchant here that I guess we can fight. Sure. He must have a picto on that I didn't. I left the picto on him. That's what it was. Now I remember. I probably should have read that dialogue. He has the auto death picto on because I wanted to revive him with 1 HP. It doesn't work if I leave it on. Hi. Let's try this again. And this time we won't die. There we go, that's better. Alrighty, let's go for one of those into a normal attack. Now we can't get out of D rank unless we take some damage. I thought he was going to attack after he landed. Everyone else has done that so far. Let's try that again. Verso is not meant to survive a single hit. Yeah, but we're going with Verso anyway. There we go. This time I will not be bad. This time I will not be bad. Don't give me such a long failed thing. It's easier to cut around when it doesn't look like I'm failing miserably. When it's like, okay, I'm dead. Retry.
My turn.
Let us not fail miserably this time, please.
Just try it.
What? I disagree. Now it's got me thinking. I was looking around today and there was a there's a new mod for this game that does something similar with what I was talking about before, where you could actually kind of, in a sense, test the timing, and it would tell you if you were early, if you were on time, or if you were late. And that does interest me. I would be more interested if I could learn how to play the video game. I was going to be off on that one. Let us try here again. Let's go for Speed Burst. The most interesting aspect that I found What? I disagree. Alright, I'm not going to sit here forever and do this. We're just going to switch characters. Because apparently I don't know how to play the video game today. Well, Mael has no HP. Why do you have so little HP? Oh, you have 2,000. I was reading that as 211. I was like, how? Yeah, sure, whatever. Not like you're really built for this right now, but you will not take a lot of damage, so it's fine. But basically what it would do is it had, I think it was called a learning mode. Still say that I'm on time on that. But what it would... Really? I can't do anything? Nope. I don't know why I am so bad at those attacks. It's like half the movement seems to tell me he's coming right away, and then the other half, not a clue. But basically what this mod would do in its learning mode is it would turn your, nope. It would turn your, like your opportunities to parry, and it would put the same type of animation that... Can I ever do anything in this fight? I never have any AP.
Ready to parry.
It would put the same flags. Oh, am I so bad at this game today? What is going on? I can't even finish a sentence. Can I please not die for once? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Ready to go.
I guess I have to heal.
Okay.
But it would put the same animations in. Now I'm just getting frustrated because, like, I don't understand why I'm missing that many. And I'm stanceless, which means I get nothing. And you're not burning. Would put those same type of QTE setups that you have in your attacks on don't know why I keep missing. I really don't. It feels like I should be right on exactly where I should be, but I guess I'm not. I don't know why.
Ready to parry.
I swear, my timing feels right to me. I don't know why it's off so far. That is just weird. We'll take the pathetic victory, but damn, I do not understand what is going on with those attacks today. I seem to struggle a lot with the merchants for some reason. I don't know why. There's something about their attacks that just I always feel like it should be coming. The attack should be coming sooner. Anyway, we get a new weapon here. On turn start, gain 1 shield if at least 1 sun charge is active, and apply 5 foretell to enemies that destroy shields. So it's kind of a defensive strategy for her, and that is interesting. I don't think I'm going to set it up right away, but we definitely have that for later. We could pick up more of these. How many of those do I have? I only have 7. I'll probably come back and buy a bunch of that stuff later. Here we get Healing Share, which covers 15% HP received by other allies. So if an ally gets healed for 1,000, we would get 150 on whoever is using this. So it's kind of a way of applying healing to multiple party members, even if you only have, say, you know, a single targeting healing ability. Long ago, the island was like any other. Some humans even decided to come and build their life here. Then the tremors came, the landscape changed, and the humans were nowhere found. I hope we meet again. It's a tad lonely around here. Not surprised. I wish I knew how to play the video game better. Let's see. Let us... I kind of want Breaker on there, but let's pull it off and put some new Pictos on there. We'll do Healing Share. And did I get another one, or was that the only one? That was the only one. Okay. I probably should have put that on. I do want Breaker on you. Where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is. We will give it to Minoko and... Oh yeah, we wanted to keep that on him. Fine, we'll go back to the way I had it set up before. I just like keeping my builds intact if possible. Okay, so we had a far path on the right, the main path here. Over here, we have a third path. That's the way we came in. And over there is a fourth path. So there are 3 additional paths in addition to the one that we were told about. So we could head basically straight for the end of the area, or more exploration equals more time and more content. So I'm going to do this. The color changed. You probably can't hear that, but I swear I hear laughing. So that happened. What do we have here? Okay, we have more of these guys. Berserk. These are the same type as one of the Nevrons that we fought in the previous episode. And my understanding of their Berserk mechanic is it's a 5% damage output increase per turn. I think up to 60% total increase in damage. So they're the types of enemies that you do not want to keep around, and they're weak to fire. And Radiant Slash. There's one down. We have something that targets all, but we do not have enough AP to use it. Well, we have Glaze Earthquakes, which would slaughter them. Let us go for... yeah, whatever. Finish him off with Glaze Earthquakes.
Invigorating.
That's fine. We get Resplendent Chroma Catalyst, which is nice. Alright, just recentering my map so that I know exactly where I'm going. I have swapped to a different map provider. Link will probably be in the description for the last couple of weeks for that one now, as long as I remember to actually do it. And if you notice here, below Expedition flag there, in this case, 69, nice. We have Visages, the Joy Veil. So they've given this one a name.
They seem so joyful. I'm almost jealous.
On the surface, at least.
He who guards truth with lies.
Yeah, that's what Minoko said when we came in here. Wonder what he meant by that. Oh, sweet Jesus. I think this enemy has a problem. That's not creepy at all. The combat music almost seems, what's the right word? Like there's something just a little bit off with it. There's probably a music term for it, but it just feels a little off to go with this guy who's way beyond creepy. You'll notice this area, enemies tend to be weak to fire. So we will be taking good advantage of that. We start on caster, so let us get powerful going.
Careful now.
Ow. Was not expecting an insta-kill. Let's see. Well, we're on heavy masks. We lower the HP. I think our HP is already kind of low enough that we don't really need to do that. So let's probably nuke this guy. Or let's not nuke this guy. This guy is like a mini-boss. That's fun. All right, let's go for perfect break, maybe? Interesting note. We are still, I believe, in D rank with him, even though we have used an attack that's supposed to send him to S rank, because his weapon is such that it doesn't allow for that. So that's interesting. Let us go for Crystal Crush, I guess, which is probably the most damage we can muster. Just because it has so many hits.
Things are getting spicy.
Alright, I am going to pass on Minoko's turn just to see that, yes, he is still indeed in D rank, even though he used Perfect Break, which should set him to S rank. I'm thinking I'm going to switch his weapon because I've just been stuck in D rank the entire time, and that's not really allowing him to show the ability that he can do because I can't Like, I could have him die in a fight and then revive at 1 HP, and that would be more beneficial. Maybe I'll do that instead. We got a new foot for Minoko and a new weapon. Well, we just got an upgrade to a weapon and a new weapon for him. S rank on stun. Base attacks can stun. 100% critical in S rank. Interesting. So this is another one that can make good use of his critical, like the one that we were looking at before. In this case, we just got more perfection on it. But that's an interesting weapon to take a look at. And here, rank doesn't decrease when hit by power. We already had this one. This one was just an upgrade. Gain 1 perfection when hitting powerless enemies. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that auto death and have him die, and then we will go from there. Useful. All right, we got a healing tint shard, which is nice. I believe that's the only thing up there. I pressed the wrong button.
A storm is coming.
So we're gonna leave him dead for this fight. We will wildfire.
My, what lovely feet.
These guys are the dodgy kinds. Blaze earthquakes. Very dodgy.
Let us stay now.
That's it. That's all I had.
I'll do it.
Nice counter. There's a little like comedic something falling from the sky, Acme Roadrunner kind of sound effect. It's very slight, but that's your indication on that one. All right, we got another foot. There are going to be a bunch of different feet that we can get here. And let's take auto death off. Do not need it anymore. Now he is in S rank, which is where he should be. Now I just have to make sure he doesn't die. Okay. That takes care of that one. Let's go over here to the left. What are these? Almost look like statues of roots and leaves and flowers. This is either specifically been designed by someone, or this is some very strange graveyard. Also, the music is fantastic. All right. Wildfire. We definitely like wildfire. And let's see. I didn't change his weapon. Berserk Slash is now my best source of damage. Which makes some aspects of this quite easy. I do not have a break ability with you. I need to take off Chevalier Ice and give you something that breaks. Berserk is a status effect that increases the character's damage every turn. It can be accumulated up to 12 times, each stack increasing damage by 5%. So I was right on that 60% value. Also, he's burnt, so he's going to fall down. What do we have here?
69th Expedition. Fleur. Good thing Anthony upgraded all the climbing handholds. Not only are they much easier to install in the cliff faces, they're also a lot nicer to use. We're setting the last few handholds tomorrow. Then we can finally get out of these caverns and see the sun again. I can't wait to rejoin the mountaineering team. I still remember that first mountain we scaled. Watching the sun rise above the clouds was magical. But rappelling down as we set the handholds was pure exhilaration. I know some of the others chafe at being restricted to recon only. I get it's not very satisfying making maps and prepping trails while people are dying. But this prep work will pay off in the long run. It may not be glamorous, but truly essential work rarely is. Doesn't make it any less important. And as the Expedition 69 motto says, we are literally laying a trail for the ones who come after. Step by step, handhold by handhold, each expedition carries the next one forward.
And that is probably the best explanation of their motto. If you remember all the way back to the very beginning, we had Gustav in shock running through the spring meadows. When he had met up with Lune, were sneaking by and they found some handholds. And they mentioned that it was due to Expedition 69. We have finally caught up with the extent of what they've done, and we've seen their work all over the place. They didn't just throw handholds in the game so that we had handholds to use. They built it into the lore of the game. One of the expeditions that came before laid the trail to allow the others to follow. So not only do the expeditions before and after, or well, before primarily, have ways of dying, ways of surviving, different strategies they've employed, everything that they have learned or everything that they can leave for the next one is what they're going to leave. So we found ones that learned not to eat Nevrons, ones not to wear Nevrons as skins. And now we found the ones that left the handholds that allow us to get through areas. Presumably there are other ways around, but these handholds make it a lot faster or lead to items. Anyway, I just like how that's such a nice attention to detail. There's nothing down there. So let's keep following the left path. Hello. I'm going to have to try and do this today when I'm playing like dog shit. That's going to be fun. But this music is definitely fun.
A storm is coming.
All right. I do not have... I don't have anything that is particularly useful against burn or against shields. At least not yet. That's probably my best bet. So that's 3 hits. Let's go for this other one that's 3 hits and will give me more AP, since the damage is going to be non-existent. And let's see. I don't know if I want to Cultist Blood quite yet. Let's go for Blaze Earthquakes. Get ourselves some powerful. And there we go. Because his damage is skyrocketing by so much, because he's at such low HP and he's an S rank, that is going to allow us to get right to breaking him. And once we've got him broken, we can go Berserk Slash. And we don't even need to max out his damage all that much. We'll apply Powerless, not that we need it. But, yeah, let's slow him, I guess. And he falls down. And we get another uniform. Another Baguette uniform. This one for, I believe that's for Verso. You can drop right down there, but I think we're gonna walk. Well, you know what? Let's grab it. Whoa. Oh, I can? I thought I could drop right down there. My mistake. I am thinking of a different area. All right, we don't want to touch the flag. We already went up there. More masks. Hi. What do we got over here? More of the same. We will wildfire them.
I think I'll improvise.
And then we will Radiant Slash. And, yeah, they fell down. Over here.
Well, that will help.
I kind of like the misty environment with the vibrant green. I don't know why. I've always liked that, both in nature and in video games. It's a really cool aesthetic. Yeah, more of the same.
Last ditch effort.
Oh yeah, you still go through that. Let us paradigm shift.
Sweet taste of blood.
And I keep forgetting to change that. So we'll just finish you off.
Invigorating.
Polish Chroma Catalyst. Let us change Minoko's skill here. Oh, we have a bunch of new ones. Let's see. 250% physical to all enemies. All allies restore 10% health. I will hold off on that one until later. We have Chevalier Slash, which is 240% physical to all enemies over 3 hits. Last hit applies mark. It uses a lot of AP for not a lot of damage. I think we'll pass on that one for now. I will go around to showing them all eventually. It just, in these battles, I'm pretty much winning in one round. So if I can't show it off on the first round, I don't get to show it off. And I would like him to have some type of an attack that can stun. Which I guess is going to be this one, since I need something that is balanced. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do... Let us swap something here. I guess I take that one off. I just need him to have a little more AP on the start. So we'll do energizing start there. Just so that he has a chance to actually use that ability. And Confident Fighter. Can't be healed. 30% increase in damage. Verso, I have found one of the best things you could possibly get. It also adds his ups his critical rate, which is nice. And I don't like healing death is nice, but this is far more valuable. He doesn't really need to be healed. He just needs to stay at 1 HP so he can deal stupid amounts of damage. All right, so we got those. No, thank you. We're gonna go this way. This is the bottom of that area that I was talking about. Hi. And we have another little mini boss over here.
A storm is coming.
This time we're a little more prepared. We'll start with ice. Resistant to ice, but slow applied. Blaze earthquakes. Everybody gets powerful. And there goes Berserk Slash. And not quite dead.
A storm is coming.
That's a lot of attacks. Thermal transfer. And let's go for the stun attack. And what else can I do with you? Ascending Assault, I guess. Well, that's what I needed the previous round so I could use thermal transfer properly, but whatever. There's the burn. That's unfortunate. I'm going to leave him dead because I would like him to still have 1 HP, which is sad because he had no HP left. He had 886 HP. That's unfortunate. What's this? This is a new weapon. I think this is also for you. Light damage applies 1 burn on critical hit. It applies 3 burn instead of mark. So he couldn't mark, but he would apply lots of burn. Now his critical hit rate is already with the other Picto on, or the other Luminon, he has a crit rate of 91% right now. Big burn application on that one, so that one's interesting. I like the idea of being able to keep him in S rank, so I think we'll stick with this for now. But yeah, anyway, I think he was hiding over there or something like that, and I believe that should be everything. Yes, that should be everything for this area. So all that's left is this guy. Mask. It seems connected to the Axon. It speaks. He who painted this world, seeking what he could not grasp, longing to share with those he loves. Behind his smile, what could it be? Well, if you remember what they said when we got in here, just joy everywhere. Plus it is the joy veil. Something happens.
A storm is coming.
We have friends. Let's set up Terraquake.
Just try it.
Forgot that last hit. It's the same as one of the bosses we fought last time. And I forgot that last hit on that one too. And a full heal. Let us revive Verso, which unfortunately he is not going to be in place to do what I wanted him to do. We got Mark there. Yes, that one is going to be super dodgy. Nope. I flinched. All right, so he erupts his little friends. There's our Terraquake. Let's get that off of you. And let's Wildfire.
Your turn to dance.
What? I disagree. I highly disagree. I do not think I missed that. Question. Oh!
Violence.
Well, now I can't use any skills because I had no idea what I was...
Sorry,
It just
I
says
failed.
question mark. I'm sitting there like, oh. What? I call bullshit. If you look at the left side of the screen on that one and the thing went up into the air and I'm watching that one waiting for something to happen and then something else hit me from a different area. I call bullshit. Get rid of you. Let's hit you. Oh, I was going to do perfect break, and then I was stupid and I hit this guy a bunch of times. Paradigm shift, whatever.
Not impressed.
I thought I hit that too early. But apparently I did not. Finish you off, maybe? There we go.
It likes you.
Nope. I still say I pressed it. I am having terrible issues playing this game today. Yeah, you keep getting healed. It's not such a big deal. I just need to not be dead for 5 seconds so that I can actually kill you. Let's go for Crystal Crush. There we go. And we get a new weapon for this.
Did you hear that?
That was the Axon.
Destroying these masks seems to hurt him.
Then let's keep doing that.
So yeah, if we go directly for the Axon, without saying too much, full power. If we do all the side paths, not full power. Kind of wish they gave you the option, but anyway. I am going to rest, and I think that's pretty much all we're going to get to today. Next time, we will take on 2 of the other paths, which are on the far right and on the left there, with the middle path being the last one that we'll do. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.